Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Various areas badly hit by Typhoon Odette are running low on water supply. We have with us National Water Resources Board Executive Director Sevilio David Jr. to talk more about the water situation in those areas. Sir, good afternoon. Can you run us through the damage that was caused by Odette to pipelines and water districts in the Visayas and Mindanao?
Right now, no, we have been issued a memorandum, no, to all our operators, no, to all the water utility operators, to provide us some feedback, no, regarding the situation on the area, no. As we all know, with this devastation brought by the Typhoon Odette, one of the utilities that is severely affected or that will be affected will be the water supply, no? And water supply, you know for a fact that water supply is also dependent, no, on energy, no? So they rely a lot on electricity to energize those water pumps that can provide the water supply to the consumers or the communities, no? At this stage, no, we have issued that memorandum, but currently those reports are not yet coming in, no. But there are some companies, no, that have been providing, no, like for example, Manila Water, Maynila, the Balibago Water Works, no, have been providing bottled water, no, to those areas affected, no, by the typhoon, no. And likewise, no, these companies or private sectors have dispatched what we can call a mobile treatment plants, no, or mobile treatment facilities that can treat water on site, and that will allow them, no, to provide potable water to affected communities brought from this typhoon, no. So far, no, those are the reports, no, that we have were able to gather for now. But I think in the next couple of days, no, those water utility operators on site, I think we will get some feedback from them regarding the current situation of their facilities, which I believe at this time, no, they're having some hard time, particularly, no, in those areas wherein electricity is not restored yet.
All right, thank you for explaining the interdependency of water and power supply, sir. But at the moment, December 24 right now, do we know how many areas have at least partially restored their water supply?
In Cebu, no, in Cebu, I think the electricity had what we call the electricity company there has energized, no, some of their what we call water pumping stations, no. So I think some of the water pumping stations in Cebu are already operational, which can provide, no, potable water, no, to the communities in some of the areas in Cebu. But so far, no, I think those pumping stations are not yet 100% energized, because the restoration also of the electricity, I think they're having some hard time, no, restoring those power in Cebu. That's why I think they cannot at this time. I think it's not 100% yet. We're in the but some of those pumping stations are already working.
Right, sir.
As far as Cebu is concerned.
All right. Well, lucky for provinces like Cebu, where it's a bit easier to get around or to access those areas that were badly ravaged by Odette. But for some of those areas that are a little bit more off the grid, so to speak, those far-flung areas, the islands that are hard to reach, what is the plan for these areas? Have you already managed to even contact the local water authorities in those areas?
At this time, no, we're still trying to contact them, no. But as I said, we have issued an order, no, for them to restore the water supply in those areas as soon as possible. And then we also instructed them to provide us immediately some feedbacks regarding the situation of their water supply facilities, no. And likewise, as much as possible, to assist, no, the areas affected by the typhoons, if ever, no, those water supply hasn't been restored yet, no, even outside their areas of jurisdiction.
Yeah, so regarding some of this feedback, what did they have to say? Were they able to reach all affected areas like 100%? Or are there some areas that are just really logistically and physically impossible to reach at the moment?
We are still awaiting the reports. So I think in the next couple of days, we will expect some reports from these water utility operators, and then by that time, we can provide some more details on that.
All right, sir, what is your timeline for having the water supply restored in these areas that were badly battered by the typhoon? Is it possible to, hit a year-end target by the end of 2021, which is just in a week? Or will a lot of them have to wait until next year for these issues to be resolved?
We will know from when they provide us some feedbacks in a couple of days. No? But I think those water utility operators are doing their best, no, to restore, no, the water supply in the area, because we recognize, no, that in this time of disaster and calamities, water supply is one of the crucial requirement, no, to support the requirements of the people. So I think they're doing their best not to restore the water supply, but I think in the next couple of days we will have more feedback on them.
All right, thank you so much for your time and for taking our call on Christmas Eve. NWRB Executive Director Sevilio David Jr., happy holidays, sir. In COVID news, we have the Health Department reporting 310 new COVID-19 cases today. This has brought total infections to 2,838,000, some 9,300 of which are still active. 69 new COVID-related deaths were also recorded overnight, bringing the death toll to 51,000. Total recoveries are now at over 2,777,000, with more than 200 new recoveries logged in the past 24 hours. And out of the 28,000 tests conducted for this bulletin, 1.4% tested positive for the virus. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.